I have a confession to make. So I didn't realize this green Gorgon is in G-Star plastic, 10.6 -3.1, and then this pink one is just Star plastic and it's 10.6 -2.1. Sorry about that. Makes sense why this one was a little bit more flippy than the Star, but the disc that we're gonna be throwing today, the main star of the show, we have the Nordic Phenom 3, Niklas Anttila's Horizon DD3. It's cool because he usually does the PD on 1 and 2, and then the third one is this beautiful Horizon DD3. So I'm excited to see how stable this is. Of course, I mean, there's like 50 different types of DD3s counting the Innova runs, but we're just gonna go with the new Discmania runs. We have the S-Line DD3, the C-Line DD3, and then the prototype C-Line DD3. This is the most overstable. I have a feeling that this is gonna be somewhere in between the C-Line and Protos. So we shall see. Then we also have Kyle Klein's Creator Series Glow Vanguard, Color Glow Vanguard, 9502. Be throwing some forehands and backhands with this out here. And then just a little giggle, just because I'm very excited to see how this throws. We have our 158 gram Halo Destroyer. This thing's probably gonna bomb. So we're gonna see 9 holes out here. It is currently like 100 and something degrees. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's go catch on fire. It is very hot out here, so I'm gonna try to keep my camera in the shade. I'm gonna be far away, and usually when I get far away, it starts getting crackly. Sorry, okay, I'm working on it. First 2 holes out here, pretty short. Then there's a stretch of like 400-foot shots. So we're gonna let loose on the DD3s. I'm gonna try my best to finesse these Gorgons. So we'll do our G-Star playing the hyzer flip to turn, and then more right at it with the S-Line. Star plastic, sorry. I don't think the Gorgon's for me. We'll just do the Vanguard. I noticed that if I yell, it gets crackly, but I think if I whisper, everything's okay. So here's the Vanguard, a little ASMR, 340 feet. I'm gonna go back in, turn over shot. Not too shabby. This might have been the worst 3 shots off the tee for a 340-foot hole, so I'm sorry. I also left my putter, and my car is like a par 5 away, and I really don't wanna walk there, so G-Star is gonna be our putter today. 9 holes, I'm curious what we can shoot. I'm getting kind of far away, so we're gonna have to switch up the ASMR. Tailwind putt, 35-footer. How's the Gorgon G-Star gonna work as a putter? It's definitely gonna take some getting used to. Okay, I'm sorry, one more chip shot, and then I'm telling you, it's 400, 500-foot shots after this. 262 feet. We're going chip shot with the Vanguard. Forehand out left in between the 2 trees. I hate how close they put the tee signs next to these tee pads, but here we go. Forehand, Color Glow Vanguard. Let's see if I can get this one close for the Gorgon. Get sneaky. Huh. I advertised the video for Horizon DD3s, and I'm throwing shank jobs with the Vanguard. So we'll do another shank job with the Star Gorgon. Better. 60-foot putt with the Gorgon. If I make it, it's my putter for the remainder of the season. All right, even through 2. Great. Here we go, baby. Let's let the comparison begin. Hole 3, par 4, 636 feet. The gap that I'm going for is on the right where the yellow playground is at. Now, in order for this comparison to work, I have to throw 4 DD3s through a gap. I'll tell you right now, the odds are probably not in my favor. We'll start off with what I think is the most flippy out of the DD3s, the Star S-Line. Jeez, having Innova and Discmania in the bag is gonna be so confusing. Here we go, S-Line DD3, what I think is the most flippy. Hyzer release, lots of turn. It didn't go through the gap, but you can tell I aimed at the gap. The blue C-Line, so a little bit more overstable. Same gap on a touch of hyzer. A little bit of turn, clipped a branch, but it was gonna have a hyzer finish. Like I said, touch more overstable than that S-Line. Now we have the prototype C-Line, beef, all right? I'm telling you right now, it's not like unbelievably overstable, but it's definitely overstable. No turn, straight finish. Okay, it all comes down to the Nordic Phenom 3, all right? Hyzer release, 4 for 4 through the gap. Can we do it? This disc is hot. I'm sweaty. Okay, here we go. I've never thrown this before, by the way. Where does this fit in as far as stability? We choked! We choked! I'm gonna play it from there, but let me go redo the shot. That's where it's at. We almost went 4 for 4. I shouldn't be running. I'm about to catch on fire. Technically, my second throw is a Nordic Phenom 3. Turn. Okay, so I feel like it's kind of like the blue C-Line. Fair to say, I mean, it has its slow turn, not as much as the S-Line, but then had more of a finish. All right, let's go look at the DD3s. For scoring purposes, I have to play where it first landed. I marked it. Color Glow Vanguard, since I'm officially out of drivers. Still have a lot of room to make up. Maybe 400 would be my guess. Here we go, right in the dirt. Full rip with this puppy. I don't know if we're getting a birdie today, ladies and gents. I've got you guys kind of right in the medium spot. Over here, the farthest throw was the S-Line DD3, and then was the Nordic Phenom 3. And I mean, right here. Kind of what I assumed. Yeah, I really do think that this is pretty similar to your C-Line DD3. And I'm talking pure flight, okay? As far as feel, the C-Line's a little bit more stiff, whereas the S-Line, a little bit more gummy, a little bit more grippy as well. I mean, just kind of like with all the S-Line stuff. So if you want the same flight out of a C-Line, but you're more of like an S-Line guy, I mean, here's your disc. Stamp looks dope. Horizon always looks sick. Vanguard about, I don't know, 80 feet behind. What's a man got to do to get a birdie? We're gonna go ahead and take a gander at this weather. Excessive heat 98, but feels like 107. Woo! Now it's only fair to give the forehands a try. 381 feet, downhill just a touch. We also have a headwind. The gap's a lot bigger through the left. The only thing I have to avoid is that little hanging tree. Starting off with the S-Line DD3. This gap should be a lot easier to hit than the last one. I mean, I had to put that on a lot of hyzer and not get it to flip. It's down there. Blue, I believe, is next. That's kind of the order we've been going in. Don't have to put this one on any hyzer. I can just hit it flat. It'll go to... That looks kind of tasty. How tasty, though? Oh, short and tasty. In order for me to get this down there, I'm gonna have to flex it. So sorry it's not on the same line. We all know this is more overstable. There we go. I can't go 4 through the 4 on gaps on this one. Nordic Phenom 3. Let's try to throw it in the bucket for the one time. It's only 380 feet. Oh man, that was so going in if I didn't hit the branch. Oh, getting kind of close. Dude, C1 is officially clocked out for the day. That man is inside, hanging out in the AC like a normal person. Meanwhile, C2 is just straight open for business. This is a bomb of a par 3, uphill 474 feet. We're going turnover shots on this one. I'm gonna kind of have to make it quick because we're in the direct sunlight and my camera does not like that. So here we go. Purple first, turnover 474 feet, easy peasy, right? That was probably my best chance at getting there is with that disc, and I threw it low, so I might have just ruined it. Here we go. Blue, get it a little bit higher. Does it get through the tree, though? Kinda. I clipped a branch. That's close. Now red, boy. Talk about anti-release. Why do you have to be in the way, dude? Does that one get through the tree? It does. Wow, we got the full flight out of that. That's crazy. That's high. Come on, Niklas. Dang, the sun is making these so gummy. That looks kind of pured. Height. It's a height thing. Dude, I'm gonna try to send this one out to the street. Cause a little highway accident. Let's go. What if that goes in? Imagine. No, just parked. It's crazy. Dude, 158 grams. Keep that in mind, guys. You can still throw lightweight discs. I remember I told somebody how far this hole was, and in the comment section, they're like, no, it's not. Well, I just walked 152 steps straight at the bucket. So you tell me how far that is. Halo's parked. Next is red DD3, which I'm surprised. Here's our C-Line, and then like 2 steps behind, we have our Nordic Phenom 3. Can we get a birdie on this window? We've been getting close. All right, by hole 9, we should be making some of these.